My car
Oh,
heat isn't loud, right?
what's that?
Is like the heater on in my car? Is it like blocking out anything? Okay,
Oh, that's
that
good. That's good.
sounds good.
What's going on, folks? It is Wednesday night now, and I'm here with Chloe Rain. How you doing, Chloe?
Pretty good. How are you?
Fucking good. I'm in Canada, so it is winter time and great. Just lovely.
Fuck yeah.
How are
You
you
prefer
doing?
winter?
No.
No,
Well,
I like.
I don't know. I don't like a lot of heat because I'm fucking my stature is large and I sweat my ass off. I don't
Same. I felt that,
but
but I
winter's
also
so
hate the
cold.
cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need fall, right? Is fall your shit? That's your shit.
Yeah.
Spring or fall, yeah.
Yeah. I probably prefer spring just because I like the rain, and over here it's kind of like, or the spring kind of sucks over here because it's Kansas, so it's like, oh,
Right.
tornadoes are coming, and I'm like, oh,
Okay, that's right. You're in Kansas. So have you ever seen a fucking tornado for real, real?
yeah,
Really, eh?
no. I've heard it though, and it sounds like a train is like right outside your house.
Fuck. Because
It's
I talked
scary.
to
It's like insane.
I can't imagine. I've only seen like I saw a little bit of one when I was like in grade four.
Evan's a dick. Sorry, my sister's boyfriend just scared the shit out of me. Oh, wrong window. Hi, you scared me. I'm doing an interview. You're all good. It's all good.
That's
He
hilarious.
just patted on the back of my car.
Scared the
You're all
shit
good.
out of me. That's funny. That's
I knew
awesome.
it was going to happen, so I tried to prepare myself, but once it happened, I was caught off guard.
That's all good. That's funny. That's hilarious. But yeah, I've only saw one tornado in my life, and it was fucking nuts. Like just the tail end of it before you run downstairs and fucking hide, but it was fucking cool.
My mom was always crazy about that. She'd like put all the kids in the basement and then like put a mattress over us, and she'd be like, "We'll be upstairs watching the storm chasers and stuff. If anything happens, don't leave down here." And it's just crazy.
That's wild. She was so into it, eh? That's nuts. I don't know. I don't know. See, we got lots of good storms too, but like fuck, like nothing crazy. And I talked to even my buddy Eight of the Mo. Did you talk to him about doing a song? Yeah, he's in
Yeah,
you
I
should
believe so.
you should he's in Oklahoma, so I just assume like, oh fuck, tornado time all the time, buddy. How many tornadoes you seen? He's like, none, dude. I haven't seen fuck all. I was like, what the fuck is happening? Everything's bullshit that I see on TV. Then so,
Literally. Over here, it's not like as crazy as it is in the Wizard of Oz. It's not like every day there's a tornado coming,
Wizard
but
of
like
Oz is just every day.
definitely
Well,
has
tornado time.
literally. Oh, 4 o'clock. Better run to the basement. Like
Yeah, gotta go. Yeah, I'll be right back. Yeah. It's the Daily Twister
literally.
coming through.
That would be all the time when I say I'm from Kansas. People are like, "Oh, we're not in Kansas anymore," and I'm like, I mean, yeah, I still am,
It's
but
like, I guess
maybe
I
one
am
day.
though. Yeah. That's funny. Well, that's cool, man. What's how big is the city? Like, are you in Kansas City or are you in like Kansas State?
I'm in Wichita, so I'm
Okay.
like, it's one of the bigger
Yeah.
places.
Yeah. That's cool. That's cool. I like that. I don't know. I always thought Kansas sounded cool to me, but that's literally mainly from The Wizard of Oz.
Literally. I mean, we do actually have a yellow brick road, but I don't think it's the one they used in the movie. It's just at a park here, and I think they just do it for humor, you
Just
know?
for your, yeah, it's just fun
Yeah.
fucking thing one day. Where does it go?
Yeah.
Who knows? That's cool. So how long you been doing the music thing for?
A year. I started July of 2019. I dropped my first EP,
Yeah.
4 songs. I produced 2 of them.
Hmm.
Other 2 were produced by a local producer. It wasn't mixed or mastered. I had no idea what I was doing. I just literally went to a Guitar Center, got a little studio kit, recorded 4 songs, and then threw it out there.
That's it. That's how you do it, man. I was
Yeah.
just listening to the new one you put out. It sounds good. Like it
Yeah,
sounds
I'm
damn
really happy with this. Like the progress I've made and the way things are sounding now. I'm like 2021's only gonna get better.
to only have to only been doing this for a year, that's pretty impressive, I think. I think that's good.
Yeah.
What are you using? What DAW are you using? It's like Pro Tools and shit.
I wish I knew.
No.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's really hit or miss. Right now, or up until right now, I'm working on my second album. But up until now, I was still like for Unfair the album, I was still using GarageBand.
Yeah, that's cool. That's fine.
Yeah, but I
GarageBand's
just
fine.
downloaded Pro Tools.
That's sweet. I record a fucking album with GarageBand. It's easy. It's simple. Sounds good. You can't beat it
It
really.
is. It's so easy. You can just press natural vocals or whatever. Telephone vocals if you want it to sound like, oh, you're calling someone up. It's so simple.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. Guys get all, maybe people get all pissed off. Oh, you're fucking GarageBand. It's like, oh, fuck you. What's wrong with GarageBand?
That's the funniest part. Anytime I'm like GarageBand, they're like, oh, you need to upgrade. And I'm like, my music still sounds better than yours. Like,
Upgrade what?
sorry.
Like,
Yeah.
it's there. Like,
It does the same exact thing.
yeah, it does. Like, I had, fuck, I didn't use it, but the buddy I was making music with used it. And you can do everything with it. Like, we're recording fucking live instruments and shit right into it and doing whatever. Like, you can do fucking anything in GarageBand.
Exactly.
It's
It's
totally
so easy.
versatile.
Exactly. And you can produce in there. You can plug in a guitar, plug in whatever. It's
Like you said, your
so
vocals, anything,
simple.
whatever you want.
Exactly.
Whatever you want. Yeah, that's good. Well, good for you. Fuck them. That's what I say. You don't give a shit. Just stick with what
Yeah.
works for you. That's it. That's all you got to do.
Exactly. What works for me might not work for the next person, but it works for me. So
That's it. That's good. Well, what made you want to get into music?
honestly, I always was into music. Like growing up, I did like all city and honor choir in like elementary, middle school, and high
Okay.
school. Then I was doing like duets and solos. And then once I did that, I got to like performing, and I was like, oh, I actually like this. And I did drama for a year, then choir all throughout high school, and it was just kind of like it made sense to just keep doing it once I was done with school.
Yeah. That's cool. Well, good for you. I like your style because you do the rapping and the singing, but Jesus, like you had a good singing voice, so that makes sense if you're in choir and did all that shit. Like that's cool. That's
Yeah.
cool. Who are some of your favorite rap artists you listen to?
Oh, honestly, I don't really listen to new rap. I listen to like Tupac, Biggie Smalls, like I still listen Nas, I still listen to old shit. I don't like there's a couple new ones like Mac Miller and like people like that who I'll still listen to, but for the most part when it comes to like even like artists who I wear on my shirt, it's like Pac and Biggie Smalls and stuff. That's just what
There
I
you
grew
go.
up on, so
There you go. And how old are you?
19.
There's hope. There's fucking hope. Everyone
Exactly.
says there's hope for the new generation. Thank God. Yes.
Yeah.
I hate these fucking people that come on here. They're like, oh, I love fucking Little Yachty's like a super huge influence on me and Little Uzi, whatever, and all those assholes. It's like, you motherfucker. You don't know anything.
Literally.
You don't know shit
You
about hip hop.
really,
Good for you.
because like old rap is like poetic and it's real rap. That's exactly what it is. This new shit is just like, oh, let's throw a beat on and but it cars, bras, bitches, hoes.
Yeah, then I'm gonna turn the auto tune up.
Yeah, all the way.
Stupid, man. At least back in the day they had something to say, and I just I honestly don't even bother. Anybody that has like little in their name, I don't even fucking click on it. If I get people emailing me shit, I'm like, no, I'm not gonna bother.
My little siblings will talk about like Lil I'm like, dang, there's so many littles now. It's like,
yeah, you can't do it.
Find some original or individuality or something.
Do better, man. Like Jesus Christ, it's so fucking crazy. Okay, so you're starting on your second album? You said right now, right? You just released your last one. That's ambitious. Is it kind of going? What kind of direction are you feeling for this one? Same sort of thing.
This one's a lot more like R&B. Like
cool.
There's a lot more like guitars and like the production on this. Like I feel like the production on this, I took it up like 3 notches, and I'm working with a lot more people because a lot of people heard my album and they're like, holy shit, I want to work with you. So I had a lot more like options to go through and producers and just people to connect with. Even when it came to the features, I had, before it was like all I had was like my friends in the industry that I made way back when, but now it's like I have people who I like genuinely want to work with.
That's cool. Yeah, I saw you had a smoke generator and fuck the hell Messiah, King Messiah. What the fuck was his name?
Yeah. Blaze the Messiah.
Blaze the Messiah. Thank you, Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, but smoke generator's nothing to fucking sniff at. He's a good guy. That's tight. Um, so then, and you said you produced these beats as well, not all, but some.
No. Or on my last
On your
album,
last
I
one.
produced Excuses and Advantage.
Advantage, okay.
And then on this one, so far, I haven't produced anything, and I'm 12 songs in, but I'm shooting for 15, so I hope these next 3 I do. But also, like, I won't be mad at myself if not, because I'm experimenting a lot more with, like, rapping and, like, my flow with that, because I want to have more of a variety. I mean, I know right now I still have options and none of my shit really sounds like identical, but I want to be able to like.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, that, like you said, none of your stuff sounds identical, which is nice. It's different, and that's what I was gravitated to when you sent me. I know you sent me that. I think was the first song I heard
Yeah.
from you, and I was like, Jesus, like I said, I love the switch. You know, like that's like reminds me of like Lauryn Hill, shit like that. Like that's good. That's real good. And you got a good message too. What do you take in your inspiration from, like real life events and stuff like that? Like you could be, I think
Yeah.
you're 19, right? So I think you could be a decent voice for a generation, and that's what hip hop's all about, right? So
Yeah, for sure. I think like when I was younger, I was like, damn, like why am I being put through all this shit? But now that I am where I am, I'm like, it was so I could start writing poetry, which is how I got into songwriting, which is how I am where I am today. And if I wouldn't have ever went through half the shit I went through, I probably wouldn't be making music right now, you know?
yeah, that's good. Sounds like it'd be it's a waste if you don't do anything with it, right?
Exactly.
It's gotta be worth something. So good for you. Yeah, that's good. That's fucking awesome. Well, what else is there to do in Wichita besides make dope bangers and shit?
Not much. You can go for a walk. You can, I'm just playing.
That sounds
There's some
nice.
stuff, but like not much. But for the most part, when it comes to like hanging out with friends, it's like, oh, we're gonna go for a walk, or oh, I take pictures. So like we'll be like, oh, let's go do a shoot, and then we'll all take pictures of each other, or we'll just go chill at a friend's house and listen to music. Obviously not right now because of COVID, but
Yeah,
it's
how are you guys doing with that?
um I honestly think for us it was a blessing. I'm sick in February, so and then she passed away in May. So it was like
I'm
during
sorry.
COVID and everything. It sucked at first because of because of COVID. Not we couldn't. I have a big family. There's 7 of us kids. So when it came to that, we couldn't all be there when we wanted to be because they only allow you to have a couple people. But also when she was like terminal and when she knew she was just all she wanted to do was be at home with us. Once that happened, it was like then I would have still had a job. If COVID wouldn't have happened, I wouldn't have been able to spend that time with her that I did get to. So it's a blessing in disguise for sure. But now I'm kind of just like ready for it to be over. I'm ready to do shows because like I was supposed to perform at Pride in Wichita, and now I couldn't do that because of COVID, obviously. And it's kind of just like shitty now because it's like I mean, I know I can still make connections online, but I'm ready to go out there and like get shit done.
Get shit done, yeah, for sure. So then, okay, well, with doing your shows, have you thought about doing like the live stream thing?
Yeah.
Not the same,
Sometimes,
but
yeah, it's I keep saying I'm gonna figure it out and either go on YouTube or Instagram and do it, but it's just kind of like I feel like it's no different than me sitting down and like doing a cover for YouTube. Like I just throw the beat on and sit there and like I know, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
Just,
also I'm sure if it keeps going the direction it's going, come my second album drops, I'm gonna still want to perform shit from my first album.
yeah.
So I'm gonna end up doing a live stream or something.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. So, it's always something to keep in the back of your mind, but I
Yeah.
don't know. I feel bad for like every musician I've talked to has had tons of shit planned. Fucking 2020 was the year. That's it. It's over. It's my year. Fuck it. No, it's nothing. Nothing's happening. What do you do? Can't fucking do anything.
Yeah. It also made it easier though to like I made Unfair in 4 days, my album, just because I didn't have anything else to do. All I was doing was chilling in my house. So I knocked it out and left.
And you had 10 songs on there. Am I right?
Yeah, there was 12 songs on SoundCloud, just two of them. The beats got bought before I could
Oh, okay.
purchase them.
Oh,
So I
yeah.
ended up making them SoundCloud and YouTube exclusives.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah,
That's like, okay, so you did 10 songs in 4 days. Is that from fucking start to finish?
start to
Like you
finish.
you
Yeah,
wrote 10 songs in 4 days, recorded.
yeah,
Wow, good for you. That's
yeah. It
insane.
was. I'm gonna shut the heat off. It's hot in here, but it it was definitely what I needed when it just so much was going on in life, and
Yeah.
I was just like, I need to take a step back and just lock myself in my room and just sit here. And for those 4 days, I did nothing but promote that album and like let people know it was coming. And then the fact that I dropped it as soon as I did, I basically finished it not even a month before I dropped it. So
Oh,
it was basically just like, I created this, I'm ready to throw it out into the world. Whatever happens, happens. And that's why I was so surprised with like the amount of people who like genuinely enjoyed it. I was like, people are either gonna hear it and be like, fuck yeah, or people are gonna not give a fuck.
have you gotten any negative feedback on it yet?
Honestly, no.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, it wouldn't matter if you did. I just know that some people like to fucking shit on people and they're assholes, but I just wondered. That's
Yeah.
cool.
No, for the most part, I don't really get a lot of hate yet. Like in the like when my album first came out, there was this one dude who he was jealous that he didn't make the cut to be a feature on the album. So he went around and he was like, yeah, she can't sing, she sounds like a dying cat. And I was like, well, how do you know what a dying cat sounds like? And
Psycho, yeah.
I'm a funny person when it comes to shit like that. I'll just look at you like, are you serious? Like, are you dumb?
Yeah, fucking dumb. Yeah, obviously he is, yeah, for sure. That's
Yeah.
cool. Well, good. I'm glad it's been positive because I really enjoyed it. Like, fuck, that's good stuff, man.
I'm glad I waited until now to show my family my music, because at first I was like, oh, I'm not going to show them anything until like I'm 100% happy with the project. And then I made this and I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. And then like when it came to like 4th of July, or no, it wasn't out then. What was it? It was in August. It must have been like Labor Day or
Hmm.
something. We went over to my aunt's house and we were having a barbecue, and the whole time they just streamed my music. And like it was like, thank God I showed you guys, because now like you guys know. And even for Christmas, she keeps texting me and she's like, do you need anything for your studio, or do you
Nice.
need a ring light for pictures? Or just now I feel like they understand more that like all I do isn't sitting on my ass in the basement. I'm actually like doing shit, you know?
There you go. That's good. That's always a good feeling when your family gets involved for sure. That's kind
Yeah.
of reaffirms you're not just and not that you feel like you're spinning your wheels and not doing anything, but I think some artists, if they kind of sit there and wonder like, what the fuck am I doing it for? You know?
Sometimes I'll sit there and I'll be like, Chloe, you've done nothing but sit on your laptop all day. And then I feel like sometimes my family sees me just sitting on my laptop, and like to like my their other jobs, it's like, well, all Chloe did was sit on her laptop, so why is she so tired? And I'm like, it's because you don't understand. Like, I try to do 4 to 6 songs a day, whether it's writing them or recording them, just because to keep like my brain going and get crap out of my head. But I just feel like sometimes from the outside looking in, it just seems like all I do is chill in the basement. But I know what I'm doing.
Next time they say that, you say, "Yeah, I got another fucking album done. Where's your album? I got two of them. I got three of them.
Literally.
Where's your album?"
Yeah, I'm insane when it comes to making music. I noticed today because, like, not even an hour ago, I made like 3 songs, and I was sitting here and I was like, is it too soon to drop an EP next month? Because I just dropped one this month. And I'm like, hey, Chloe, you're going to have to wait a second because my goal is to get the album out the first 3 months of next month. But part of me is like, fuck it. Because it's kind of like a flexing album.
Yeah.
I'm just like feeling myself and letting everyone know, regardless of if you fuck with me or not, I fuck with myself more than anybody else. So you can't really destroy
nothing.
me.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck it, why not? Why not just
honestly, fuck it.
That's the
Next
beauty.
month.
Next month, new Chloe Rain. Here's your first fucking.
Yeah.
I love that. I used to do that too. Like, you know what? Why not? Fuck it.
Literally. All it's going to do is sit in the vault because next year I have album number 2 come in the first 3 months. And then by June, I'm hoping to get a collab album out that's where I just do the hooks.
Nice.
And then I have different rappers and singers and just artists in general and producers involved.
Nice.
So next year is probably going to be busy because I always plan things. I over-plan the fuck out of shit. Like every week I sit there and I make, I get a notebook, piece of paper, and I just write down everything I have to do for this week. And I always end up using like a page or two, and I'm like, Chloe, but I'll get it done. So
that's good. I respect that.
Yeah.
You got to do it.
Yeah.
It's gonna keeps everybody sane, having something to fucking look forward to at least, and something to do.
Exactly.
Especially now. Like Jesus, it's good. Yeah.
Seriously, music and like TV shows and movies. That's
what
or
are you
not
watching?
even movies.
What's your movies you go to?
Oh, honestly, they put Percy Jackson, the Lightning Thief, on Hulu, so I've been watching the fuck out of that. I love Percy Jackson.
That's cool. That's cool. I've watched that. Yeah, that's good.
And then I watched that Queen's Gambit on Netflix, the show. Yeah, I liked that one. And then Grand Army, I watched that, which that one's not super popular, but I watched it and I liked it a lot.
What's that about?
It's kind of like, did you ever watch Euphoria?
No.
It's kind of like Euphoria, but like not like videography wise, just like they follow I think like 4 to 5 different like high schoolers, and it's just like their experience. Like one of them, her family's broke, so like she's taking care of all the kids at home and she's trying to like do sports and her like AP classes, and she's also doing like hair on the side, and it's relatable for like me sometimes.
Yeah, for sure. Are you the oldest sibling? Or do you have...
No, I'm the second oldest.
Second oldest, okay.
Yeah.
That's good. Good. And you said there's 7 people there?
Yeah, there's 7 of us, and then my dad, and then the sister under me just had a baby.
Okay.
So we're a full house right now.
Full house for sure. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's great. Never run out of people to hang out with. Even for this family.
I feel like I would have went insane if I was living in like, because right before like COVID hit, I was like, I'm gonna just move out into like a studio apartment, use my closet as like a little studio to make music in, and that'll just be my space. I won't ever have to worry about who's home or can I record now. But I'm so glad I didn't do that because of like just everything that happened this year. I would have felt so bad not being around, and also I probably would have like lost my mind.
Yeah. You need to be around people, eh?
Yeah.
At least somewhat, yeah. Yeah, that's cool. I'm the fucking
Sometimes
opposite.
though, I'm just over it.
Yeah.
Like lately, my friends, they'll be like, "Can we FaceTime or can we do this?" And I'm like, honestly, no. Right now I'm in such like a music like mood. All I want to do is sit in my room and make music all day, every day.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fine. People are going to respect that, or they'll see what happens on the next album.
Exactly.
No, I get that. I'm the same way. I used to be a fairly social guy, but you know, I'm old. Like I'm fucking old, so I guess I get jaded as time goes on. And now the pandemic hit, and I was like, well, now I really don't need to make up an excuse to not fucking see anybody. So this is
True. Now you're
perfect.
just a homebody. You're
This is
just
going
like
good.
work and podcasts and
That's right.
music, everything, and then we're done.
That's
That's
it.
how it goes.
It's good enough. That's fucking perfect for me.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. But so why don't you take the last? Let's do. Give you a chance here. Just tell people where we can support you, where we can find your tunes online, that sort of thing.
All right. My Twitter and Instagram are Yikes Clo. Um, Snapchat and Facebook I don't really promote, but my Snapchat's Clo like CLOCLOREIN. I sometimes I'll post like teasers of music, but now that Twitter has stories, there's not really a point of that, or
Yeah.
fleets, whatever.
Oh, is that what it's called
But
now?
yeah, I'm like you. Yeah, I don't like it. But then music wise, Chloe Rain on everything: YouTube, Spotify, Amazon, SoundCloud, Apple Music. I can't think of the others, but if you
All of
listen to
them.
music on it, you
That's
can
dope.
find it. Yeah.
That's dope. That's good. That's good. Well, I enjoyed talking to you tonight. I fucking dig
Yeah,
your
I
albums.
enjoyed talking to you too.
Let
Thank
me
you.
let me know when the next one drops, or if you drop a fucking EP next month.
Definitely
Hit me
will.
up. We'll talk again.
But fuck it. EP next month.
There you go. Because she can. Fuck 'em. So you got time.
Perks of being independent, creative freedom. Nothing but time.
You know, that's a huge benefit, because
Yeah,
could you imagine, you would never make it being on a label with your sort of fucking drive that you have.
I
They'd
know.
say,
They'd hate
listen,
me.
you got to slow down. Like, we're gonna
Yeah.
push one fucking song for a year. That's it.
Yeah, literally. They'd be like, "Oh, you want to drop an album already? You've been in this for a year. What are you thinking?"
Too bad. Yeah. There's so
Yeah.
many things you have to do first.
Literally.
Just do it. Just drop
Crazy.
drop two fucking EPs and an album next year. Fucking. Who
Fuck it.
knows? Fuck it.
Who knows? I may drop who I don't even like the amount of shit I've dropped this year, and just that was with still nannying part time and like still having like I've had a couple jobs here and there, but like for the most part, I've just been doing music and photography. But
Yeah,
it's like come next year when literally all I'm doing is music and photography.
it's gonna be crazy.
Who knows what I'll put out? Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Shit. Look out, world. Fuck. It's good. It's good though. Like I said, you genuinely, I dig your voice and your style. So it was refreshing for me to hear
I appreciate
what you're
that.
doing. Yeah, for sure. Always. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And I appreciate that you actually have taste in fucking rap.
Yeah,
Thank
I don't
God.
listen to the freaking random shit that's being put out into the world now.
Just need to
That's
listen to
why
some.
sometimes
Yeah.
I hate playlist curating because I'm like, man, I sit here and you listen to like 300 songs and it's like 10 of them are okay. And it's just like, man, I could have made 4 songs in the time I sat here and listened to these 200 randoms.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't
Like,
imagine doing that. That fucking sucks.
no, it's rough. Sometimes I'll be like, how am I supposed to put 25 songs on here? Because I barely have 5 good ones. But other times it's like, so many of them are good. How am I supposed
How
to
do you
pick
pick?
25?
Yeah. How do you
Yeah,
pick
it's
just
hit or miss.
25? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have the same problem when I put my music shit together. It's like, fuck, like I haven't had anything bad since I started. That's just it. Like the only way that I pretty much don't play people is if they send me just a link, and that's just because I don't have a fucking file. I need MP3 or Wave.
Yeah.
But you know, it's like, oh hey, listen to this. It's like, sorry, I can't. Sometimes I'm
Yeah.
nice and say, just send me a file. Sometimes I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking say shit. Tired of saying it. Send me an MP3 or Wave if you
Literally.
want me to play some
Plus,
music.
it's like if they take the time to like find
Yeah.
your account or
That's just it.
whatever,
Just send me
it
the
takes
file.
2 seconds to like read it. And that's why all the time, like I'll see stuff and I'll be like, did you even read? Like
I know.
sometimes I like before I started this playlist, I'm gonna do like be only and then just have a couple different playlists. But I was like, they don't even listen when I say playlist submissions are closed. What makes me think when I say R&B that it's going to be all R&B music? It's going to be everything from EDM to like country to hip hop to like who knows.
I want specifically R&B music. Oh, here's my bluegrass project.
Literally, it's like you clearly didn't read it. You clearly typed in playlist to the search thing on
Yeah,
Twitter and just
that's
said
right.
drop, 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 drop. Like,
That's right. Yeah, I hate that. I hate that shit. Just anyone listening, just take the time, read some shit, and pay
yeah,
attention.
because or else you won't have bad blood with me. But next time you do drop a link, chances are it won't be on the top of my list because I'll be like, well, also because I only have one rule when it comes to my playlist, like the playlist. Like,
Yeah,
if you're gonna submit, like it. And
yeah,
half the time I'll check in, it'll be like 23 people liked it. And I'm like, but there's 25 songs on there, and I liked it off of both of my Spotify accounts.
yeah.
So
So
make that make sense.
who's not liking it? That's not cool.
Yeah,
At least you don't charge. Like some people fucking charge to do that. It's like
exactly.
you fuck, and I fucking hate that too. I think that's so fucking dumb.
It's fucked up because like I understand it takes a lot of time to like curate it in the first place,
Yeah,
but once it's done, it's so easy to whenever you're in your car or if you're working out or taking a shower or whatever, throw the playlist on. And that's why I get frustrated because I feel like sometimes I'm the only person streaming it. And
hmm
I'm like, what about the 25 people on this playlist? Like I'm giving you all these streams and you aren't taking the time to even go through, and for all you know, you'll love the music on there.
that's right. That's right. Yeah, and and just like the thing about charging, it's like some guys. I had one guy DM me when I was pretty active with music. He's like, "Oh yeah, I'll put you on this playlist for $50. $50? I'm not fucking paying you shit. You want my music
It's
that I recorded?
yeah.
I paid out the ass to fucking record and master and shit. And I'm gonna fucking pay you money to play
Pay
it?
you even more.
Fuck
Like
you. Sorry. And then that was like a
that's why
main
I
reason
started.
why I started doing this. I was like, fuck, I'm not fucking paying shit. And I'm not gonna charge anybody who wants to put their shit out. Stupid.
Exactly. All the time people will like reach out to me, and that's what's always annoying. It's like, well, you
What
reached
was
out
this
to
asshole?
me.
I saw your tweet last night or the night before saying that they were gonna play your music on the radio or something,
Oh,
but they wanted you to get them 800 followers. What the fuck is that?
yeah. They said either give me like after this is after they play my song. He reached out to me, and he said, "Hey, I'd like to play your song Try on our radio station in Nigeria." And I was like, "Okay, sure, new country, whatever.
Yeah.
Don't like."
Okay.
I
Nice.
was like, "Whatever." Yeah. So then
Yeah.
I let him play it, and then after he plays it, I receive like 50 DMs from like him and two other people, and they're like, "You scammed us. You didn't. Blah 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 blah." And I was just like, "What do you mean I scammed you?" And they were like, "In order for us to play you, we either need 800 followers or you need to buy me and the crew drinks." And I'm
Yeah.
like, "You should have said that from the jump because
Yeah.
you
They
reached
don't
out to
say
me,
that.
said, 'Can I play your song?' I said, 'Yeah.' So I didn't do anything wrong."
No, you
And then
didn't.
that's why I just blocked it and I let it go. But I had to tweet just because I was so frustrated with
Yeah.
the whole thing. I was like, I need to vent and then just go to sleep for the night.
I've talked to those assholes before. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they'll just do whatever. And since people ask me for music, I'm like, you don't even know who the fuck I am. I
Literally, and
don't
that's
do.
why now when they reach out, I have to ask them, I'm like, what song did you listen to? Because half the time it's like they just want your money. And then if they want your money, then they give you all these like robot
Yeah.
streams and
Yeah. I hate
not worth
that.
it at all.
No, it's not. It's better. I think it's always better to just build up a fucking real, organic fan base and have, slow, maybe it's slow growth, whatever, but it all starts somewhere. At least that's real, actual growth that you can see and notice, as opposed to
Yeah.
like one day it'd be like, oh, I had nothing. Then, oh, fuck, I paid for these 10,000 streams. I was like, come on.
That's why
I
like
just think that
sometimes I'll see
cheapens it.
people, yeah, I'll see people post and they'll be like, I paid this person this amount of money, and then you'll see them or they'll text me that and then they'll post their stats and they'll be like, oh, I have 1,000 monthly listeners, and I'm like, but you didn't do that.
didn't do
Like, that's not organic. And it's frustrating too, because sometimes, like, now more than ever, I feel like our society compares numbers and compares shit like that all the time.
that.
And it's like, think about it, an artist who has been working the same amount of time as you, they'll sit there and they'll be like, damn, I'm not really that far. When really little do they know, you guys are about at the same place. You just had the extra 20, 40, 50, however many bucks.
Yeah. Yeah. And, you know, and it's just, I think if you had the extra money, you could just do something better with it than invest in just numbers,
Exactly.
right? Like, fuck, man.
Music videos, upgrade your studio, get better cover art, like
All that shit. Because
mixing and mastering.
exactly, there are people out there that will help put your music out that don't want a fucking thing. And that's, you know,
Exactly.
you gotta look at the indie stations, guys. You gotta go SLE Radio, or who I'm affiliated with, fucking Radio TFSC in Germany. They got the biggest independent station in the country there. The dude Ollie that runs it, he has basically run the FM station out of town because he gets more listens on that. All independent
That's
artists.
crazy.
So, you know, stuff like that. And he doesn't ask a dime. He just does it. That, you know, there are people that will do it for you just
And that was
because we
my
love
thing
music.
when that dude was like, oh, I need the 800 followers or whatever. I was like, after that happened, I was like, I have plenty of people in my email or in my DMs, or even just people I've connected with who want to play my stuff on their stations. Why would I go and spend money that I don't need to invest in radio play,
No.
because I get it on my own? Also, with time, I mean, I'm lucky. I've been in this for a year, and last year I got 150 streams on Spotify total. Now I'm damn near 20,000. And it's like, I'm lucky, and I've been fortunate enough to people find me early on, but at the same time, it's like paying for this shit doesn't do anything. It's a quick 5 seconds of fame or whatever.
Yeah.
And then boom, you're right back to square one. And then it messes with Spotify letting you into the algorithm because they see, oh, robots, or oh, this, or oh, that.
That's right. Yeah. Then they bump you down, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, you're really paying and not doing yourself any fucking favors whatsoever.
Exactly. To see a couple zeros after a one, not worth it.
And it doesn't, and I just, you know, and I tell guys all the time too, it's like, but I get it. You want to be big on Spotify because everybody uses Spotify. It's a big platform, but they don't fucking pay shit. There's no
Exactly.
payout. You guys don't be
And
chasing.
there's so many free playlists and
Yeah.
free opportunities now, especially it's all about networking. Just sit down and take the time to answer emails or answer DMs or tweet and ask.
You gotta make that as much a part of the process as recording.
Exactly.
If you're trying to make a run with it, you gotta work on your networking. You gotta set aside, like I have to set aside like a night a week to go through music I get, reply to people, set up it, whatever, you know. It's crazy. Like it's like a full-time fucking thing. But that has to be part of the process if you want to be serious. And if you can do that, you're a fully, truly independent artist. You don't have the money to, you know, if you don't have the money to pay for a manager to handle this shit for you, you gotta handle it yourself. But if you're only doing one part of it, you don't want to leave the other part waiting for you. And if, like you said, if you can get out there and network and do this and that, you don't need anybody's shit. You got it. That's fine. And Twitter, for me, personally, Twitter is the best way to do it. Facebook doesn't do shit. Twitter's good. I don't fuck with Instagram really. I don't know.
Yeah, Instagram doesn't do shit for me. I'll post occasionally like a picture or something, but for the most part, I don't. Twitter's my place. That's where I've met everyone who featured on my first, on my first album, everyone who's featuring on my next album, all the producers. If I didn't have Twitter, which is funny because like not even a year ago, I never used Twitter because I was like, I don't understand how the fuck you use this. And now I spend more time than I should on it.
Once you figure it out, it's like, oh shit, okay, yeah. I get it. Yeah.
It's like, okay, let's scroll and oh, new song, okay, let's see. It's definitely easy to get lost in Twitter.
Oh my god, yeah. I met a lot of fucking great people on there too, for sure. It's crazy, and they're all, you know, I pretty much only follow musicians, like exclusively. It seems I've got so many people I talk to. I ended up linking up with a few guys, and we started a project, and we're all in fucking 4 different countries. We just send files back and forth.
Hell yeah.
Like I got a buddy in Finland, West Virginia, and the UK, and we just send files back and forth and make music. It's fucked up. It's awesome. But I wouldn't have done that without Twitter.
That's the power of the internet.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Wild. We didn't have the fucking
At
internet back in
times
my
it
day.
can be toxic, but for the most part,
it's
that's
positive.
why, yeah, on iPhones, if you go to your timer, you can set like a timer and then put stop playing. And basically it'll make your phone like shut off and just go to the home screen once that time's over. So sometimes when I go on Twitter and I know I have shit I need to get done, I'll set like 20 minutes and then I'll go through and I'll answer DMs or I'll do whatever. Then once my phone goes to that, I'm like, okay, let's go record or let's go do that. Because or else I would spend so much more time on Twitter.
It's so fucking hard. Yeah, I got to do something like
that. Honestly.
Well, it's just cool, especially nowadays when you put that much time on Twitter, you make these connections and relationships with people. You spend more time hanging out or whatever, talking to them in the DMs.
Yeah.
Because you can't fucking go see anybody, so I don't know.
Might as well sit on there and connect with people who have like mindsets and people who are doing the same shit as you. Because before this year, I had like 1 or 2 people who like did the same, or not even the same, just like a couple rapper friends and a couple producer friends. But now I actually know the hardest part has been finding female artists because it's so hard to connect with them. I don't know why. Every time
there's not as many though, is there?
Yeah, no, not at all.
Why do you think that is?
Honestly, I think it's society has made everyone, not even just women, but made everybody feel like you have to look a certain way. To be a certain way, you have to dress a certain way in order to be anything, especially on social media, like from TikTok to Instagram to like even YouTube, like any influencer across anything. I just feel like it's very rare you see someone who like looks like you. So I feel like people almost use that as an excuse. They're like, well, no one who's looked like me has ever made it. And then instead of putting in the work and trying and shooting for it, I feel like they just get in their heads and they're like, screw it, I'll go to college and work this 9-to-5 that I hate for the rest of my life.
And they just leave the gift sitting on the table type thing.
Yeah.
That's too bad. Well, and it is frustrating because it is such a boys' club for sure too. But it's just I know so many great female artists that crush dudes like big time. So you should talk to. If you don't follow her, you should follow Jalen. I'm Just a Girl is her handle.
Yeah, I follow her.
She's sick.
Yeah,
I think you two should do a fucking tune. Yeah. That would be fucking great.
Yeah, for sure.
She's probably one of my favorite. And you two, I think, on a track would be fucking crazy.
Yeah, I think, especially now that I'm playing around with my flow more, I feel like we could make a fucking beautiful song just about. It doesn't even. I feel like it wouldn't even be about relationships. I feel like we have that similarity of our moms. I feel like we could make this beautiful track just about pain and like, but also we could make a beautiful track just about life and like stay moving.
That's 100%. I think no matter what you guys sat down and thought about, it'd be fucking
fire.
You should reach out. I'll get her to reach out. I'll say, Jalen, talk to Chloe. Just do it. Yeah, she's cool. She's good people.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, just shit like that. Like that's all it takes is just, like you say, networking. Just network. That's it.
Exactly.
You're not gonna find it in Wichita. You're not gonna find it in my piece of shit city. You gotta find it somewhere.
I tried to find it here at first. I was like, I want to like actually be able to meet up with people and record. And recently, probably about a month ago, is the first time I met up with someone here who also made music. And he hopped on a track. And then or he lived in Kansas City, but he also comes back here to Wichita. So he was in Wichita, and I was like, hey, let's work. So then he came over, we recorded in the basement, and then he went his way. And it's nice knowing that even though Wichita isn't big, I've met that one person, or like the funniest thing ever happened. I was with the girl I used to nanny for, and we went out to eat, and I was basically just sitting her down, and I was like, I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna tell her I'm done. I just want to pursue music. Like, I'm going for it. And the waiter there comes up and he's like, wait, you're Chloe Rain, right? You just dropped an album, Unfair. And someone shared my album on Facebook and he saw it. And it was just like, it made me feel so much better, because I was like, you know what? That probably made her sit there like, what the fuck? And sure enough, she ended up going home and listening to my music, and she texted me and she was like, you got it. She was like, if you ever decide to come back, I got you, but
That's
for now,
awesome.
you do you. Yeah.
It's just the fucking perfect timing that could have ever happened.
Literally, it was like the universe was just like, you know what, Chloe, you need this.
Yeah.
I'm going to just send this man in, and he's going to be like, wait,
Hey,
I know you.
why are you working? Yeah. Why are you
Yeah,
doing this?
literally. It
That's awesome. That's a good start.
was great.
I like that. That's cool. Well, good for you. And I don't know. I got no advice. You're fucking doing it. You're fucking doing it. You don't need the advice,
Definitely.
man.
I
You've
want
got it.
every day.
You've got it. Just keep going.
For sure. I'm lucky to be young enough to where I have time,
Yeah.
and I'm lucky I have the amount of drive I do, because or
Right.
else I'd be in a hole. And just confidence over this last, not even year, but over this last 6 months, I sat down with myself and I was like, you know what, who gives a fuck about what anybody thinks about you? Not everyone's gonna like your music, not everybody's gonna like you as a person, not everyone's gonna like whatever, but you don't like everyone. You don't
Yeah.
like every artist, you don't like everyone's appearance, face, looks,
Yeah.
outfit. You don't like it's like we all just go around and judging one another, and we need to quit doing that and just be like, you know what, let's give this shit a chance. So then I feel like the world would be so much different.
Yeah. 110%. 110%. That's all this. People are too fucking fucked up here, man. They just want to stay in their bullshit, and that's it.
Yep, that's exactly what it is. They're just like, let me just, either they're sitting in bullshit or they're sitting in sorrows, and it's just like, oh, I'm just gonna sit here and be sad, or I'm just gonna sit here and excuses, and then next thing they know, they're 25, or even then you're still young. Like,
Yeah.
next thing they know, it's like they lose track of time because they're too busy working at McDonald's or working at, here our biggest like industry when it comes to jobs is like building airplanes.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot,
Okay.
basically, when we get out of high school, we have, I guess, like four options. You can go and build airplanes, you can get a regular job and hope that you get a promotion and you're set for life. You can go to college, or you can do what I do and just go for it.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like just went for it, our industry would be a lot more diverse, because there's a lot of talent that's just wasting its time because it's just sitting there not doing anything.
Yep. That's it. Yeah. I agree with you. That's sad, but there's a ton of great talent out there, and if I think if everything was set up in a different way to that make the talent thrive, as opposed to doing everything they can to keep it from thriving, it would be a lot better too.
Yeah,
But
for sure.
how does that change? I don't know. I don't know.
It's definitely gonna be something that I feel like Twitter's definitely gonna make a change in the industry, whether it's filmmaking or music or whatever it is. I just feel like, or even photography, or even like small businesses.
Yep.
I see them blow up all the time, all because of a tweet. And it's like, it really does just take that one song or that one thing, and next thing you know,
Mm-hmm.
you have it made. But that's the hard part. A lot of people think they want it made and they want all this, and then once they get it, they're like, oh shit, I have no idea what I'm doing, or they blow all their money on the wrong stuff instead
Yeah.
of basically everything I make off of music, I put back into music.
Yeah.
Just because that's the type of person I am. I love saving money. So everything I make, I either save half of or I put it into music just because that's the type of person I am. But
Yeah.
I feel like now people almost get too much money and then they're just like, I don't know what to buy. So fuck it, let's get this or let's get that.
Blow it. Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah, I'm fucking good at that for sure. Blowing money.
Me too. This week I had a little, you know, and I decided I went to TJ Maxx so my sister could find an outfit for her birthday, and I wasn't supposed to buy anything. I wasn't supposed to bring my wallet in, but we were right by a car place, and I needed windshield wiper fluid for my car. So I was like, okay, I'll just run over there, put my wallet in the car, lock it, and I'll come back in. Brought my wallet in, found a Biggie Smalls hoodie, and I was like, I can't say no to that. And then next thing I know, I found another Tupac shirt, and then it was just like, they knew I was coming in that day.
Yeah, they put it all out for you. It's like, oh, she'll be here in 10 minutes right after tornado time, and away we go.
Literally. And it was like, everything that I found, it was like one of a kind. Like I went through and they didn't have like any other sizes. I was like, it's meant to be. I can't say no. Because usually I'll be like, if I really want it, I'll come back next week. But this time I was like, you know what, Chloe, screw it. You already upgraded your studio this week. Clearly you don't care about blowing money. Just get you a hoodie
Just get
and
the
leave the store.
Get this and leave right now before you regret it. We're going home, yeah. That's awesome.
Honestly.
Well, you gotta treat yourself too, as they say.
Yeah.
Every once in a while.
It's just hard to learn when to stop treating yourself. Because it's always, oh, treat yourself. And
just
the next
one more.
Thing you know, you spent $400. Like, it's like,
I
oh
just
my
wanted
gosh,
to buy
Chloe.
one thing. Yeah.
Literally last week, I pulled $50 out, and then I left my wallet at home because I was like, all I'm bringing is my ID, and I'm bringing $50, and I'm not gonna spend it anymore because I went to the tattoo shop to get a Friday the 13th tattoo.
Yeah.
But then they said you could get two, and I was like, $13 tattoos, getting two, that's so cheap. I sat there and I was like, why wouldn't I do that? Mm-hmm. And then next thing I knew afterwards, I went and I got food just because I ended up waiting there for like, they basically, because of COVID, they gave us like an estimated time up there at noon and the tattoo shop opened at 11. I didn't get my tattoos until 8:30. So it was just like, yeah, I was like, thank God there's COVID, because if there wouldn't have been COVID, it would have just been standing around all day and I would have lost my mind.
Yeah. Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah.
No doubt. Well, that's good, but it's fun. It's fun to spend money too.
It is. It's too much fun. It shouldn't bring me as much like serotonin as it does. It shouldn't make me that happy to get a shirt with a man on it. Like,
yeah, exactly. But it does.
Like, yeah, literally.
That's awesome.
It's insane.
Right now, my biggest expense is fucking records, man. I just fucking buy vinyls like an idiot.
Dude, that's what I want to do. Once I'm like in a better place financially, I want to open here in Wichita. I want to open a record shop downtown, and it's gonna be like half record shop, and then there's gonna be like a little not a tattoo. Jesus Christ, that would be crazy. But there's gonna be a there's gonna be a like coffee and tea little area, and then upstairs I want to have like a place where like kids around Wichita or teenagers really can come and make music, and I'll just have a little studio up there, and I'll give like guitar lessons, and I'll give vocal lessons, and just basically just give back to the community, because that's what I want to do.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And I think, you know what? I believe you. I think you're driven enough you could do that.
Definitely.
That's awesome. Good for you. Well, like I said, man, it was a pleasure talking to you tonight. I had a good time.
Yeah, me too. It was great.
Hit me up when the next EP drops. A month.
I definitely will. Yeah.
3 songs.
See you next month.
Next month. All right. You hit me up.
Peace out.
Peace out.
But later.
Later.